Today, let us explore the profound wisdom of filling our cup with this 30-minute yoga practice designed to help you tune in to filling your own cup. In a world where selflessness often crashes with the demands of our daily lives, it is essential to understand the importance of nurturing our inner wellspring before offering our gifts to the world. Let's begin in an easy seated pose. You may place a block under your sit bones for support. And just take a moment to become absolutely present here. Noticing the breath and starting to soften through the body. Beginning to relax the jaw and soften through the shoulders. Let us embark on a journey of pranayama, a sacred practice of breath, to guide us in filling our cup. Close your eyes if this feels right to you. Let your hands rest gently on your lap, palms facing upward, ready to receive the energy of the universe. As you settle into your seat, become aware of your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing the breath to expand your chest and fill your lungs. Feel the air infuse with your vitality like a cup being gently filled with life-giving elixir. As you exhale, release any tension, worries, and stress that you may have accumulated with you. With each exhalation, imagine your cup emptying all that no longer serves you, creating space for what truly nourishes your soul. Let us engage in the rhythm of breath. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, filling your cup full of rejuvenating energy. Hold your breath gently for a count of 2, savoring the fullness within. Then exhale gracefully for a count of 6, letting go of what no longer serves you. With each inhalation, visualize your cup brimming with warm golden light representing love, kindness, and self-care. And as you exhale, see the light radiating outward, touching the lives of those around you, creating a ripple of positive energy. As you continue this pranayama, remember that filling your cup is not a selfish act, but a vital step in serving others from a place of abundance. Just as a river overflows its banks to nourish the land, your cup overflows to nourish the hearts of those you encounter. With every breath, feel the balance between giving and receiving, between self-care and service. Allow this pranayama to remind you that your cup is a vessel of abundance, a vessel that can only overflow when it is first filled. Let this be your final round of cup-filling breath. And let's meet in gentle breathing. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer, and let us set an intention to envision our hearts as vessels, as cups that cradle our energy, love, and compassion. In a world that often urges us to give tirelessly, we acknowledge that the act of service can sometimes feel like a constant pouring, depleting our own reservoirs in the pursuit of aiding others. Yet, in this moment, let us pause to contemplate, can an empty cup genuinely quench anyone's thirst? Let's take a nice deep breath in And ha, just exhaling deeply. Start to gently blink the eyes open and release the hands down to the lap. We'll start with some very gentle neck stretches. Gently bringing the chin to the chest and roll the head gently back on your inhale. Exhale, rolling it towards your chest once more. And keep going just like this. Noticing the sensations that arise in the neck. Maybe you stop on one side or the other just to notice. Spend some time where you need it the most. And wherever you are, starting to slow that down and reverse direction. And continue to breathe in as the chin comes up slightly, and then exhale as you bring the chin down towards the chest. Beautiful. Starting to slow that down. And coming all the way back into neutral. Let's take some gentle shoulder rolls. We'll inhale as we lift through the shoulders, coming up towards the ears, and then exhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Inhaling all the way up and exhaling down. Continuing just like this. And when you're ready, let's slow it down. We're going to take it the reverse direction. Inhaling up the back body and then exhaling down the front body. Beautiful. Very nice. Starting to slow that down, coming into stillness. Fantastic. If you're sitting up on a block, you can remove it at this time. And we're going to be focusing now on some spinal flexion and extensions. This is a seated cat-cow. So we'll inhale, we'll arch the spine, we'll lift the chest, and the gaze will lift, and then we'll exhale round through the spine, tucking the chin to the chest. And of course, tucking the pelvis here. Continue moving with the breath. Inhale, find your expanse. And exhale, find your contraction. It doesn't have to be your biggest cat-cow. It can be gentle, slow, rhythmic. Or if you need to move a little bit more here, it can be a little quicker. Just keep the breath in mind. Beautiful. Start to slow it down, like a top running out of energy. And any way that you can find yourself there, we're going to take a wide-legged child's pose. So we'll come back onto our hands and knees and then sit the hips back towards the heels. The arms can be out in front of you, or if you need a bit more rest, you could stack the hands underneath the forehead. And just breathe deeply into the kidney space here. The path of wisdom teaches us a different perspective. Instead of depleting ourselves in an act of service, we are encouraged to fill our cup to the brim and let it overflow with kindness, empathy, and understanding. This overflowing cup is not a symbol of excess, but of abundance. An abundance that springs up from our own self-care and mindfulness. Take in one last final big breath here, and then find yourself in a tabletop position. We're going to move into a thread the needle posture. So taking that left hand all the way up towards the sky, find a rotation in the chest, and then as you exhale, thread that hand underneath the right armpit. Let the left temple come to the mat, and you can breathe here. Feeling a gentle stretch in the upper back and shoulders. And just release what you can. Send the breath where you need it the most. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, send the hips back, ragdoll that left hand out and place it back into your tabletop position. Beautiful. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. So we're going to reach up nice and tall through the right arm, find that rotation in the chest, and then thread that right hand underneath the left arm, bringing the right temple down to the earth and spending some time here. Just breathe. Release the jaw. Just taking a nice deep breath. And exhale, send the hips back and ragdoll that right arm out, placing it back in your tabletop. Gorgeous. Let's extend through the left heel, pressing the left toes into the earth and sending the left heel behind you. Gentle calf stretch here. And just finding stillness. Breathing through the sensation. Maybe you let the head roll and hang. Good. Let's bring the left foot back into tabletop, and then we'll extend through our right leg now. Toes press into the earth, send the heel away from you. And breathing deeply. You can rock out that head here if it feels right. Fantastic. And when you're ready, slowly and gently bring the right knee back into tabletop. From here, we are going to find a standing forward fold. And start to walk up to the head of the mat. Maybe you place blocks underneath the hands for some stability, or of course, you can bring the hands to opposite elbows and just rock gently from left to right. Bend the knees deep here. And just check in that the feet are hip distance apart. Just breathe. Make this about the spine. And just as a healthy plant requires nourishing soil and ample sunlight to flourish, our ability to serve others in a meaningful way stems from the richness of our inner landscape. When we prioritize self-care, engage in activities that rejuvenate our spirits, and foster connections with the present moment, we are actively filling our cup with the essential ingredients of a well-lived life. Beautiful. You may find your blocks on their highest level here. We are going to be stepping back with our left foot for pyramid pose. So if you've never done this before, what you're going to do is step back nice and wide with your left foot, toes shining towards the head of the mat. You can shorten the stance just a bit and also widen it by walking the left foot a little closer towards the right, and then of course out towards the left edge of the mat. We don't want to be standing on a tightrope here. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, lifting up the spine halfway, and then exhale, just allow for the body to glide right over the top of that extended leg. You can keep the knee gently bent. Allow this to be nourishing. If you need to come up and reset at any time, you may. You can play with sending the right hip slightly back and that left hip slightly forward. And just take another few deep breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, nice big breath in. And on your exhale, bend deep into that right knee. Bring the left foot to meet the right at the head of your mat. Beautiful. You can keep the blocks where they are. We're going to do the same thing with the opposite side. Stepping back with the right foot, find the right distance for you. It might be a bit shorter, a bit wider. Just take a moment to set yourself up for success. Extending through that left knee, or it can stay bent. That's okay too. We'll take a halfway lift here. Deep breath in. And exhale, spilling the torso over the left thigh. Playing again with the hips. Maybe that left hip comes back a smidge. Maybe the right hip comes forward. Spend a few deep breaths here. Beautiful. Taking in a nice deep breath here. And on your exhale, bend deep into that front knee. Bring the right foot to meet the left. And just give yourself a moment here in this forward fold, taking any expression that would feel really good right now. Beautiful. Fantastic. You can move your blocks to level 1 or level 2. We're going to set up for a crescent lunge with the knee down. So your right foot will stay exactly where it is, and we're going to step back with our left foot. Bring the knee gently down to the mat. You may decide to roll your mat twice or place a blanket underneath the knee. And you can keep the hands where they are, or you can lift them up over the head. We're just going to press deep into that front hip. Beautiful. Fantastic. If the hands are up, bring them back to your blocks. Good. And then step that left foot back to meet the right. I'm going to prepare for the other side. So this time, come all the way back with that right foot. Place the right knee down. Big breath in here. Maybe the arms come up overhead. Fantastic. If the hands are up, bring them back down to the blocks, flip the blocks on their lowest level, and then step back with that left foot for a downward facing dog with the blocks. Start to pedal out those feet, make it playful, make it light. Release tension in the shoulders and the neck. Shake the head out yes and no. And just stay happy and fun here. The act of filling our cup is not selfish. It is an act of wisdom and compassion. When our cup overflows, it naturally spills over into the lives of those around us. Our interactions become imbued with authenticity and depth. We share not only out of obligation, but from a genuine desire to uplift others. This is the heart of true service, to offer from a place of abundance, not scarcity. When you're ready, feel free to come down into a wide-legged child's pose. And if you need a bit more rest, you can always stack those hands underneath the third eye and just breathe deep here into the back body. Beautiful. Let's find ourselves in puppy dog pose. So we're going to come up into a tabletop posture, keeping the knees in line with the hips. And then we'll start to walk the hands towards the top of the mat. The chest will slowly start to sink down into the earth. And just take a few deep breaths here. Big stretch for the shoulders. And then when you're ready, we'll roll all the way through to laying down on our belly and come to find Sphinx pose. The elbows are in line with the shoulders. The forearms are pressing into the earth. Toes are pressing into the earth, engagement through the legs. And then from here, just start to peel the shoulders back. Maybe roll the head or look from side to side here. And just breathe. Fantastic. Take another nice deep breath in here. And exhale, melt all the way down. You can stack the hands underneath the third eye and just rock gently from left to right in the hips. Just releasing any tension through the hips. Beautiful. Very nice. Coming into stillness. We're going to move into what is called a free fall posture. Bringing the left knee so that it's bent and allow it to sink into the floor. Just allow gravity to release that hip even further down. Maybe you bring opposite temple to the hands and just breathe here. Fantastic. When you're ready, we're going to bring that left leg back to the mat. And then switch over to the right. So right knee is bent. And we're just allowing gravity to release that hip into the earth. Maybe the left temple comes to the hands now. In the practice of mindfulness, we learn to listen to our inner rhythms. Just as a musician tunes their instruments before sharing its melody, we must tune our hearts and minds through self-reflection and self-care. This inner alignment allows us to respond to the world's needs with clarity and discernment. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, release. Let's find our right foot matching the left, long on the mat. And when you're ready, let's press up to a tabletop. And find our way back into a child's pose, just for a couple breaths. Beautiful. Let's start to find our way onto our back. And come into happy baby if that feels right for you. If not, just bring the knees into the chest. So for happy baby, the hands are going to come around the outer edge of the feet if that's available, or you can find yogi toe lock. Knees start to fall into the underarms. And just rock gently from left to right here. Starting to come into stillness, we're going to prepare for lizard on its back. So the way that we do this is we roll gently onto the left side of the spine. Just ever so slightly. We let go of that right foot and allow it to gently come to the floor, or the leg can go long. And then we catch the left foot with our right hand and breathe gently here. And then you're ready. Using the breath, let's bring that right foot back into the right hand for happy baby. And just rock gently from side to side. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and slow it down. We're going to do the same thing. This time we're going to let go of the left foot. Let it fall to the mat gently. And then you're going to take that left hand over to the right foot. And just breathe here on the right side of your spine. Gentle stretch. Beautiful. On your next deep inhale, bringing the left foot back up into the left hand. Just stay here for a breath. And then bringing the knees into the chest. Big, big hug. You can rock from left to right if that feels right for you. And then when you're ready, coming into stillness, big squeeze. And then let the legs fall long for our final rest. You can take the blocks underneath the thighs at a 45-degree angle to release the hips a bit more. Or just take your rest however you feel is right for you. As we embrace this philosophy of filling our cup, we also cultivate a beautiful balance. We learn that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. For it is through caring for ourselves that we can truly care for others. It is through nurturing our own well-being that we become vessels of healing and transformation for those we encounter on our journey. Returning to the breath. Wiggling through fingers and toes, rocking through wrists and ankles. Maybe the head rocks from left to right. Maybe the arms come up overhead and you stretch like a child waking from their nap. Bring the knees into the chest, mindful of your props. You may roll over onto either side in fetal position. When you are ready, gently press the hands into the earth and move into a gentle seat. We'll meet with our hands in prayer for closing. Let us remember that our cup is not meant to be emptied, but to be filled and overflow with the richness of our own experiences, insights, and compassion. May we tend to our inner gardens, allowing our cup to brim with joy, love, and understanding. And from this place of abundance, may we serve others with a heart that knows the boundless beauty of a cup that overflows. I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and we bow. Namaste. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more caregiver, educator, self-care practices and techniques. Thank you for watching. and have a warm and wonderful rest of your day.